Hey guys, what's up? Alex here. Today we are here with a kind of a different type of F1 preview. So today you guys are going to see me on one side of the screen, and then on the other side of the screen you're going to see some gameplay. So I don't know whether it's going to be a cool idea, whether it's something you'd like to see in the future, whether I should do more, or whether I should just stick to the normal gameplay format. Obviously I haven't got like a clip mic here or anything, so you guys probably can hear the cars, like there's a bush there, but there's cars on the other side, so you probably can hear them as they go past. So obviously sorry about that, obviously not the ideal recording situation, but believe me guys, when I'm recording this on the hottest day of the year, who knows whether it is or not, yeah, I don't want to record in my room, so that's why I came out for a bit of a walk. Also wanted to try and see if I could get Pokemon Go to work. Like around where I live, guys, you don't understand, it's so terrible. The servers are obviously down like 99% of the time anyway, but when I do finally get onto the game, I can hardly like find anything because the signal around my area is terrible. So I've gone for a bit of a walk, I'll record this video, then I'll try and catch something on Pokemon Go, but I doubt that's going to happen. But anyway, what is this video? I've already gone through like nearly 90 seconds and I haven't talked about a single F1 thing related. But today's video was supposed to be a bit of an F1 preview for the Hungarian Grand Prix, because obviously I try to upload on the Mondays, but that's sort of gone from my schedule. Like I always forget, like I really work really sort of strange days. Obviously a lot of people work Monday to Friday, I work sort of, I have 2 weekdays off, so I always end up forgetting to do the preview, which I normally record on the weekend. So sorry, I always end up forgetting to record it for the Monday. But yeah, so we want to talk about the Hungarian Grand Prix here. Obviously this weekend I think a lot of us are expecting Red Bull to really come to the forefront. They've obviously had a good season, in my opinion, probably the second best car on the grid now. I don't know what you guys think about that, whether you think Ferrari is still ahead, but I think Red Bull, I think they're still behind in the Constructors' Championship. I could be wrong. Actually, probably not, no, because Vettel's had a lot of retirements and Raikkonen's obviously not picked up as many points as I'm sure maybe expected. But sorry, I thought it was a dog barking. I was like, what was I talking about? Anyway, Raikkonen, obviously he's had a very consistent season, in my opinion, done very well. But yeah, Vettel's had a lot of retirements, so that's obviously put probably their points total down. So I think Red Bull probably are second in the Constructors' Championship without even looking. Obviously I have no script or any info or anything I'm talking about in these videos, so you guys obviously can tell I'm not going to be able to tell every little stats for the Hungarian Grand Prix. But last year, if I remember correctly, it was a pretty crazy race, obviously lots of ups and downs. Very unexpected result, if I remember correctly, where there was like no Mercedes in the top 5, was it? Was it top 3 for the first time in like so long? So crazy stuff. Obviously I think it was Vettel that got that win on that day, wasn't it? So very unexpected victory, so very interesting. Will it happen again this year? Well, I think it is the greatest chance this year we have of a even though I would call Vettel, obviously Vettel's win in Spain was legit, because obviously he won, but what I meant is that a race where both Mercedes race and Red Bull still win. I think this is probably their best chance of that happening so far. Might turn around, back around and then come back off stage, otherwise I'm going to be right next to the road and then you guys probably won't be able to hear me at all. So let's go back. So yeah, I think this is definitely their best chance. Obviously it's a high downforce track. Red Bull have a car which is very good in the high downforce track so far this season. Obviously Spain was a high downforce track and they won it. Obviously Mercedes crashed into each other, but still Verstappen and Ricciardo both had a really good pace. So I think definitely the best chance for Red Bull. I mean, in my opinion, it could be a bit controversial, but I think Red Bull will win this race. But the thing is, who will win it? Ricciardo obviously has not had the greatest of seasons. Verstappen, since he came into Red Bull, if I remember correctly, he's outscored everyone but Lewis Hamilton. So I definitely feel it was a straight fight at the moment. Even though I really like both Verstappen and Ricciardo, sorry, I do feel in a straight battle now, as maybe Ricciardo's confidence, you could say, is a little bit down, even though he wouldn't admit it, because obviously he's a really happy guy, but I'd say his confidence might be a little bit down. Obviously through the recent results not being too great, got to sort out the old cat. Obviously not all the recent results gone his way, so honestly I'd say probably Ricciardo would lose an outright battle, even though in my opinion he probably still is the faster driver. His confidence is low, so I'm gonna just throw it out there for a race victory prediction. I'm gonna go with Max Verstappen. Right, I do think that he's got everything that an F1 driver needs at the moment. He's got the pace, he's got the overtaking skills, he's got the defending skills. Just an incredible driver. And obviously when there's an F1 driver that's 17 and you're 20, obviously you're always going to feel a bit jealous, like how did his situation in his life just turn so perfect. So obviously I think a part of the reason maybe why at the start of the season I was a bit, like I didn't really know, didn't really follow him or whatever. I was probably a bit, I think everyone might be a little bit jealous. Like there's a guy that's 17-year-old and he's, or 18-year-old, and he's racing in Formula 1. That's just crazy, and he's winning races, getting on the podium. Just, can you believe it? So yeah, I think maybe part of the reason maybe I was a bit harsh on Verstappen is probably because I was a bit like, yeah, this is all a bit too good to be true, but it's not. He's been incredible, so I'm actually starting to really like him now. I'm not going to say like I'm a fan. I don't, it's weird. A lot of people ask me who I support in F1. I'm like, no one at the moment. So leave a comment, guys. If you're not going to talk about the race, leave a comment. Who do you think I should support in F1? So that's that. So we've talked about Red Bull. We should talk about Mercedes. Obviously they're going to have a great car, but in my opinion not going to be too good for them this race. Obviously, well, sorry, not going to be too good. They've probably still got a real chance of winning it, obviously, but I do feel that this weekend at least it could be Red Bulls to lose. We'll see obviously what happens on Friday, but I do feel maybe this is the best chance for Red Bull. So Mercedes, we'll see what happens on Friday, obviously, but I think Red Bull have maybe got this one. Am I talking a bit too early, by building up the anticipation? But I really hope Red Bull win. I really hope they do. I mean, I just want the order to change for a bit. Obviously, Red Bull dominated for a long while, but I'd like to see them win again. It would be cool. So obviously Mercedes I think will be really good. They're probably going to be racing for the win, but I think Red Bull might just have enough this weekend. And yeah, so if I went for a top three just like right now, I'd probably go Verstappen, Ricciardo and Hamilton. I'm just lined up to be shot down as soon as that result doesn't happen, because that's quite a bold statement to be perfectly honest, obviously, because Red Bull haven't had the fastest car at any track so far this season, really. We didn't really see in Spain how fast the Mercedes were going to be. So, very bold predictions, so we'll see what happens. So, looking forward to that. But then we talk about Ferrari. Obviously, they've had a really inconsistent season. Vettel's had quite a lot of retirements or just problems in general. Raikkonen had a really good season in my opinion. Obviously, you guys probably would have realised on my videos that I thought maybe they should have given someone else a chance for this season and definitely maybe next season, but he's had a really good season, so I'm not going to slate him. I'm going to say really, like, well done mate, you've done a really good season. That was a bit chatty, but in general I think Raikkonen probably did deserve another year because of the performances this season. They've been good, and if he's doing good, why get rid of him? He's got the experience. So but in terms of the Hungarian Grand Prix, I don't think Ferrari are going to be too good. I think it really is going to be Red Bull, Mercedes, and I hope it's a close one. I mean, when was the last time we saw a really good battle between two different makes of cars for a victory? It's a really long time that I can remember. Must have been a tractor or something. But yeah, so Ferrari, I don't think will do too great this weekend. Williams, I also think I'm going to do that well this weekend. I think they've got a car that will work in somewhere like Spa or Monza. If it doesn't work there, well, they're pretty screwed for this season. I mean, they've had a rubbish season anyway, to be perfectly honest. So I'm not holding much hope for Williams, unfortunately. Force India, I think they've got a decent chance. They've got, in my opinion, it might even be a better car now than Williams, which is surprising. I mean, obviously Williams, you could say, has a lot more budget behind them than Force India, but Force India every year seem to somewhat slightly improve, which is quite good. I mean, I've always been a fan of Force India, the sort of ethos behind the team, bringing through young drivers, promoting young talent. I've always liked that. So I think, well, that's good, and obviously Force India getting really good cars recently, so that's good as well. So hopefully they'll be doing a good race this weekend. Someone asked me to talk about, I need to note McLaren. This could be a track where they could shine as well. I definitely feel, obviously they don't have the best power unit, but in terms of, you know, chassis, they're up there. I made a video about it, didn't I? That Red Bull and McLaren have got some of the best, like, I think they're both in the top 3 in terms of chassis. Like, it's just that, it's really that Honda engine that is letting down. Honda. So sorry, letting down McLaren. So I honestly feel they've got a decent chance of some solid points this weekend. Remember that back to last year, Alonso actually got a 5th place, remember correctly. So who knows what's going to happen. Obviously that was a crazy race where just like insane things happened, but very, very cool race last year, and hopefully, sorry, I don't even know, cool race. Yeah, it was a good race, and hopefully we can have a repeat of it again this year. We'll see though. I can't really think of any notable cars I can really think about maybe having a good race apart from those guys. Leave your comments down below, guys. I mean, obviously I didn't have a script or any sort of notes for this video, so I'm sorry. I guess it probably wasn't the most informative preview I've ever made. But if you like the idea, whether you would like to see more sort of vlog and gameplay footage background, let me know. Obviously I probably, next time if I do one of these with my phone and all that, I probably should prepare a bit of a script, but yeah, walk around with a script just like old out here like that, I'd look well cool. But yeah, just some sort of ideas maybe written down on my phone or something so I can talk about. But let me know if you like the idea, whether you're excited for Hungarian Grand Prix. Leave your comments down below as always, whether you like this format and all that sort of stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, now it's probably for me chance as it's getting a bit darker. I tried to record this a couple of times, but I think this is the best take I've done. So yeah, I think it's time to go and try and catch some Pokemon if my phone will actually work. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and let me know how many Pokemon you got down below. Goodbye.